It's so quiet in here. Hey everybody, it's Tom. Welcome back to another vlog episode. Today we're going to talk a little bit more about PLNs. Professional learning networks are a huge thing in education right now, especially in ed tech. We do a lot of dealing with each other, trying to figure out how things work and how to be able to better things for our students. So what we want to take a look at is how to get started with a PLN. I know a lot of you probably already have started. You've gotten onto Twitter, you've gotten onto Google Plus, and you don't have a lot of followers, and you might be worried about that. So we'll get into what you should be looking for and how you should go about it. First off, I think what best thing to do is to take a look and understand what it is you want to get out of your PLN. Are you looking to be a rock star? I mean, do you really want to have 8,000 followers? Do you really want to pump yourself up and be this giant entity within education? That's great. You can do that with a PLN. You can be the voice for everyone else and help guide other people to where they want to be. Or you can just go on and take a look and see what other people are saying and ask for help from some of those people that are the rock stars that have thousands and thousands of followers. I've talked with many educators. My boss has always quoted a bunch of other educators and says, it's not always about the size of your PLN that matters. It's usually about what people are contributing to you. So you don't need to have 3,000 followers. You can have 300 followers. And as long as that group of followers you have great ideas and you all feed off each other and you do wonderful things together, that's what it's really about anyways. The other night I was on hashtag PLN365. It's a great Twitter chat out there that's done by Paul O'Neill. And we had probably about 50 people on that chat, and we were trending all night long. It was a great thing to see that such a passionate group of educators could go out there and on one PLN, be noticed by people around the world looking to see what's going on with our hashtag on Twitter. So that's the first thing. Don't worry about being a rock star if you don't want to be one, or if you want to be a rock star, go ahead and push for it. So you all can follow me because I could be a rock star, don't you think? Second thing we want to talk about here today is about making sure when you look at your PLN, you know what you're doing with it. From a standpoint that if you are using one social media to connect from a PLN or to connect to parents, you should probably stick with that one specifically for that reason. If you want to use Facebook as your PLN, great. Use Facebook specifically for your PLN. Don't go and start posting other things that are personal inside that as well. Because you never know who's going to post something or who's going to like something and then make a negative or a really inappropriate comment that other educators could see. My suggestion, or what I do, I take my coaching career and put that on one social media. I take my education career, put that on another social media, and then I take anything that I do specifically within the school in communication with parents and so on and so forth within a third. So I use Facebook myself for football coaching. I use Twitter for the PLN. I follow some great PLN chats, PLN365, Fearless Ed Chat, More EDU. All those are the really great ed tech chat, IMMOOC. Follow all those. They're really great. And specifically TLAP, Teach Like a Pirate and Lead Like a Pirate. Great ones to take a look at. So that's a great tool for the PLN is Twitter. And then anything that is really geared towards our school, I put on Google Plus because we're a G Suite school. So that's a great thing for you to do, to be able to separate those. And that way you don't accidentally get somebody saying something that you may not want the other side seeing. Finally, going along with that same idea, what I would say is when you pick one social media, just stick with it. Don't get frustrated. If people aren't responding to you, that's not necessarily a bad thing. That doesn't mean they're not reading what you're saying. It just means that they've got other bunch of things going on. Sometimes when we look at our Twitter feeds, they go flying through fast and furious. So if that's not your style, if you don't want to have to try and scroll through a bunch of things, don't use Twitter. If you want to get a little bit more slower paced and connect with other people specifically within Google communities, Google Plus is a great way to go. You can scroll back a lot easier, see a lot of posts, and you can post more a lot on Google Plus. It can be a little bit more expressive because you have that character count in Twitter. So that's it for my steps right now for a PLN. We can certainly converse about this more. Give me a big thumbs up. Shoot me out a Twitter chat. I'm at RootBoysDad or Google Plus. It's Thomas Roop YSD plus Thomas Roop YSD. So at RootBoysDad plus Thomas Roop YSD, and we can continue the conversations anytime. And we'll see you in the next chat.